A year out from last year, we were on this very rooftop.
We were.
What's changed in terms of the programmatic landscape and the role of brands like
Keep talking
MondelÄz?
about the programmatic landscape. It's kind of like, aren't we done talking about it? I wish that would change. I think the real fact of the matter is that it should be core to everybody's DNA, whether you were slow or fast there. And I think the real conversation needs to be, why are we focusing it on such a small percentage of the overall available inventory? I mean, what we tried to talk about, Brett and I, was, you know, the real future is going to be the other 80% of inventory that hasn't been automated yet, and who's preparing and setting up for that. Those are going to be the ones that win, right? Who are building competitive advantage around data understanding, data usage, because the bigger tsunami that's ahead of us that's coming. And then that's also part of the reason why we kind of are tackling e-commerce with inside of a media function, or I guess now a media e-commerce function, is because we see a world where we can now go from engagement all the way to close. Media meets commerce. And whether that is digital or it could even be traditional. It could be QR codes like what we're doing in China where you can actually scan and buy. And so, to me, that becomes really exciting, where you have a world where now you can use data to target, and actually that same exact data, you can close the loop and kind of feed that back. So that's really where I think now the future is who's fusing all of those things together versus kind of focusing on the same old programmatic discussion, right?
And you mentioned Furious Corp on stage. We're very interested about the future of planning around linear TV. Where is that going? How do you see that? What might Furious do? But how is that sector shaping up?
Well, again, I think that once you get over the initial fear, you realize that the digitization of marketplaces creates greater value for both buyer and seller. And that's the bottom line. And so we will begin to see that value creation come about very rapidly, I believe. And it's platforms like a Furious that are beginning to create the right pipes. Not saying, hey, take a take a digital programmatic platform and force that into an existing linear system. No, what are the nuances around linear? What are the nuances from a broadcaster perspective and the needs? And how do I create a platform that allows them to participate in automation of ad delivery or buying in a way that is beneficial to them? And so I think that now but I think you're going to see that happen at a very rapid pace.